This just in, Baker Mayfield getting a fresh start in Carolina. He'll be introduced, and he's being introduced today in Charlotte. The Browns traded for Deshaun Watson, and Mayfield demanded a trade. And now he is expected to be the starter in Carolina, though the general manager of the Panthers has said it's going to be an open competition with Sam Darnold still there as well. They drafted Matt Corral. Mayfield did lead the Browns to their first playoff win since 1994 back in that 2020 season, but last year, 17 passing touchdowns, 16 turnovers, and the Browns had an extremely disappointing season. Here's Mayfield as he addressed the media for the first time today.
Yeah, I think it's kind of known now. Some familiar faces there, some people that I know, and a lot more to meet. And it's just an exciting time for myself and my family and just this new chapter. No animosity towards Cleveland. It's a good football town that, gave me the first 4 years of my career, and thankful for those trials and tribulations, all the challenges, a lot to learn from and look back on and reflect, but just really focused on right now and being a Carolina Panther and, pumped up to do so.
That said, how much are you looking forward to that week one?
Anytime you get to put the pads on, for the first time, it's live fire. It's always a great time. Obviously, it's going to be a special one. It's going to be a home game and playing against a former team. A similar situation of what I've gone through in the past when transferring from college to college. So got to handle it the best way possible. And, my job is to put our team in the best position to win. And however I can help do that, that's what I'm going to do.
Welcome, Baker. Josh Graham, WSJS. Given where Cleveland was when you arrived there and really the heights that you achieved not even a couple of years ago, how surprised are you about the way this offseason shook out?
I think, that's why it was surprising for everybody. Pretty unexpected, but, if I'm focused on the past, then I'm not doing my job and, being a Carolina Panther now. So like I said, I'm grateful for my time there. Shocked. I'd say it was, pretty much the only way to describe it, but you roll with the punches and you got to move forward. This is a test of adversity and how I'm going to handle it and how I can move forward and be the best teammate possible with our new home. And I'm looking forward to it.
And I'm sure you hear what people say publicly, even if you try to drown it out. Do you feel you get enough credit for what you did with Cleveland in that playoff run a couple of years back?
You know what? Cleveland's a special place, and there's teammates and friendships and bonds that we all contributed to that special run and to help turn that around. There's guys that lifelong friendships that I'll have that are very special to me, near and dear to Emily and I, that we'll never forget about. But I'm never a me guy. I'm a team first win guy, and we had a good time there, and I'm looking forward to being able to contribute with Carolina now.
We're going to go to Will Kunkel and then Scott Fowler, please.
Hey, Baker. Welcome to Charlotte, man.
Thank you.
Here with Fox Charlotte, Queen City News, home of your Carolina Panthers. What kind of went into you taking that $3.5 million pay cut? What was that conversation like? Was that difficult? Was that on the table from the start? You kind of walk me through that.
Yeah, for me, that process was definitely interesting. I don't think there was any manual for it. You've seen guys give up money and part ways, but it's not very often that it's a guaranteed contract that it happens with. And, for me, it was about the next steps forward and finding a new place, somewhere that wanted me, somewhere that, that I would be able to go in and compete and have a fresh start somewhere. So that's where that all came from. Not a very easy past couple of months in terms of negotiating and trying to come down to that number. It wasn't the original number, but I let the people that handle that stuff for a living take care of that. And I was just working on, becoming more healthy, just working out and grinding and doing all those things that I can control and letting the people that that's their forte to do so with that.
And then real quick, Sam reached out to you. What was that conversation like? And were you shocked that he got your number before you got his?
No, I mean, Sam and I, we've known each other for a few years now. Great guy, and just, welcomed me in, had tips where to start looking for houses and all that. Just, no, Sam's a great guy, and looking forward to being in that locker room and that quarterback room with him and competing and challenging each other. And it's going to be special. I think we're going to help each other out quite a bit. And no, not shocked at all. That's just who he is. Great guy. You can write whatever story you want about him, but he's a good guy that wants to help his team win and loves football.
Baker, welcome to Charlotte. Scott Fowler from the local paper here, the Charlotte Observer. Coming to Charlotte certainly is a fresh start for you, I'm sure, and I'm sure you didn't come with the idea of being a backup quarterback. So do you anticipate being the starting quarterback here?
Well, I think when you're at any level as high as this in the NFL, nobody has the mentality of being a backup. We're at this level because we compete to be the very best, and that's why Sam's here as well, and that's why Matt Corral just got drafted, and PJ Walker's competed and fought through a lot of adversity as well. And so, my intention is to become the best quarterback I can be, help this team win, and that's why I'm happy to be in Carolina. Is this, I feel like the team's very close to being really, really good. We just have to put the pieces together and come together as a team. And however that happens, I'm going to do my job. I'm going to, fill whatever role is to be expected of me and be a great leader and a great teammate.
And just quick follow-up to that, but speaking of being on the cusp of being really, really good, you've been on a playoff team before, won a playoff game. Does this have the feel to you of a playoff team?
I can't say that for certain yet because I've only talked to guys over the phone. Even when I came in the facility, everybody's on vacation. So, I'm not going to put any predictions out there by any means, but just the feel of the guys that are so welcoming. It feels like there's really good camaraderie. It feels like everybody's on the same page, and that's a great foundation to build something special. So we'll see where we can go with it.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Augustus Stone, followed by Joe Person, and then Will Palachik.
Hey, Baker, how are you? I'm Augustus Stone with Panthers.com. Welcome to Charlotte.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you, your process getting acclimated to the new playbook, building chemistry, like you said, over the phone. How does that process change when it's sort of, kind of put quickly now with 2 weeks until reporting day for training camp in Spartanburg?
There's a lot of cramming. The past week or so, few days, ever since becoming a Carolina Panther, it's been a lot of just getting to know everybody, talking over the phone, finally officially get the playbook today. And so there'll be a lot of studying, a lot of cramming, and we'll also, still working out and doing all that. So it's a pretty hectic couple of weeks right here before training camp, but it's so exciting. It's, the start of this new chapter and, trying to balance out how much to, reach out to guys, get to know them as teammates, while also realizing that I have to know my job in and out better than most. So there's a lot of balance and priorities to be had.
Baker Mayfield taking the high road when asked about his departure in Cleveland. Just looking forward to what he can do for the Carolina Panthers. And Sportsline likes Carolina's chances a lot more with Baker Mayfield than with Sam Darnold. Just go down to the playoff percentage there, 4.4% with Darnold. They double that with Baker Mayfield, 8.8% chance to make the postseason. For all things NFL, check out the Pick Six podcast. Will Brinson and Ryan Wilson on the latest episode, giving you the 5 teams they think will surprise you heading into next season.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.